Well, it's finished at Plough Lane. Wimbledon won, Sunderland won. I did say we'd win 4-0, as we all were optimistic with the new manager bounce. Um, if I was to ring out and squeeze any positives out of this game, it was the fact that we didn't lose. And it's a point. We've not lost, it's a point. But as for Sunderland's performance today, I just think once again it was mismatched, lacklustre. We lacked drive. We didn't seem to have any ideas. So many misplaced passes, especially from Dan Neil. When we're going to learn to give Dan Neil a break, he needs a break. I would even give Stewart a break as well, because for weeks now he's been non-existent as Stewart. And then of course Defoe comes on with a good 30 minutes to go, the longest stint he's had. But then they bring Stewart off, and then Defoe's just up front on his own, and he's not going to get a sniff, and he didn't get a sniff. I mean, he got booked with about 10 minutes left or so. But Defoe is a small striker. He's just not. He's going to be crowded out by Wimbledon, because I thought Wimbledon bossed Sunderland in defence, and Defoe was just not going to get anywhere. But Neil's got his work well and truly cut out. Wimbledon weren't pretty. They didn't dominate us, we didn't dominate them. It was just an overall mishmash performance from both teams. I really just don't know what's going on with Sunderland at the minute. But like I say, there's just no pattern in flow. There was no flow football from us. It was like a patchwork quilt. Once again, it'd be a shame for the 1,200 Sunderland fans travelling down there. And we scored from a set piece. It was a cracking goal from Pritchard as well. It was an absolutely one of his trademark free kicks from about 20 yards out. But apart from that, from open play, we didn't really do much. Late on, I think Pritchard took a shot and it came off a deflection, which could have gone in, but it went over the bar. But I just don't know what's happening to us. It's when you think when we started at the beginning of the season and the way we were passing the ball and putting teams to the sword, it's just depressing. It's just depressing at the minute. But I've got to squeeze out some positivity, and it's a point. We've got a point on the board, and in the way we've been in the last few games, then you have to take that point as a positive. And we can only build on that. Top two's gone, as far as I'm concerned. It went weeks ago, Wigan winning again. They did well because they were losing 1-0 from at home against Charlton. They came back to win 2-1. So we can kiss goodbye to the top two. The playoffs has to be, our goal now. It's going to be very interesting what Alex Neil does, what his post-match interview is going to be. This is his first taste of Sunderland, of course, and he'll be getting his thinking cap on, no doubt, who's pulled the weight and who hasn't. But there's a lot of tired legs out there, indeed. But that is the only positive I can say is we'll get a point, because it was hard to watch that. That was hard to watch. And you can understand why we lost the likes of 6-0 against Bolton, because we were just hapless. We were just hapless, and if something doesn't drastically change in that team's performance, then we'll get thrashed. I mean, if we go on like that when we come to play Wigan and Rotherham, man, we'll get skinned alive. We will get skinned alive. I mean, we've now played Doncaster. We've now played Cheltenham, played Wimbledon, and not won one of them. Lincoln. It's, and it was all rosy when the owners took over, so I don't know, we've just got to concentrate on what's happened today. It is a point, and I will be putting on a brave smile to say, yeah, was it a good point? Can you say it's a good point? Can I say it's a good point? I just didn't know. I would say a 50-50. Yeah, it's a good point. B, it's a shit result. We didn't lose, but it was a poor performance by Sunderland. But like I said, once again, thanks for subscribing to my channel. It is new, and thanks very much for people who subscribe, and if you can give a like, that'd be much appreciated. So, and it's going to be interesting now to see where we go from here. Have a good Saturday night, folks, if you can. Ta-ra.